Hi, today is August 18th, 2026, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1278 for the year The Banana Brothers. Carlos, Juan, and Jorge formed their gang, the Banana Brothers, earlier this year. They terrorized neighborhoods with their yellow skins and brown spots. Their behavior was monstrous and not at all fruit-like, but if you could have peeled away their outer layers, you would see the goodness that is deep inside each of them. Of course, if you were to see that goodness, you might decide that you would rather eat the members of the Banana Brothers than try to redeem them. Poem number 1279, 4 before 3. She was not unlike you, she was not unlike me, except she believed 4 should come before 3, a point on which nobody else could agree. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, and not 1, 2, 4, 3. She wanted the option. She wished to be free, to order things how she believed them to be. But numbers are ordered specifically, just like how the C comes right after the B. As sure as the acorn gives rise to the tree, 3 comes before 4, 4 comes after 3. Perhaps one of these days she will finally agree. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and not 1, 2, 4, 3. Poem number 1280, Pause. Suddenly he had pause, and he was bummed because he was certain he wouldn't be able to hold a brush, which meant he was going to have to squirt the paint out of the tubes directly onto the canvas and then smear the paint around with his paws and hopefully create something interesting. For as long as he had paws, the possibility of creating something sublime was completely cut off to him. But if he could perhaps make paintings that were balanced and colorful, that would be something at least. He finished 3 canvases in a single afternoon and felt like perhaps he was on to something when suddenly his paws became hands again. Although he half hoped that one day he would never have paws again, he also half hoped that one day he would. Poem number 1281, Bellicose Veins. The bellicose veins in the left leg were loud and obnoxious and made the entire limb miserable. "We are blue and purple with anger," said one of the veins, "and I think I speak for the rest of the veins when I say that we will not stand for your behavior, leg." The self-appointed speaker did not, in fact, speak for the rest of the veins, but they decided to let this scene play out. "I don't see what choice you have," the left leg said. "If I'm standing, you're all standing too." Although all of the veins thought the leg's logic was unassailable, they were bellicose, so rather than acknowledging the truth of what the leg said, the veins shouted in outrage and cursed and chanted nasty chants like "left leg loser" and "left leg sucks" and even "fuck the left leg." This was all too much for the left leg, who sat down and convinced the right leg to cross over it, thereby crushing and suffocating the bellicose veins, who quickly fell silent. The veins remained silent even after the legs were uncrossed and stood up again. But make no mistake, the veins were still bellicose, and soon they would resume their aggressive and odious protestations. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1282, Halfway. I met him more than halfway and walked right past him, so we never actually met. I should have just met him halfway. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.